They just keep getting smaller and smaller. But what does it mean for the value inside of them? Come on, let's dive in and find out. CD-ROMs, or optical drives, have gone from something like this to something like this to, yeah, something like that. Well, let's find out what the differences are and what they look like inside, so you can decide how much time you want to spend on that versus how much time you want to spend on these. So here we have a modern optical drive. This is a DVD RW. So we've seen that there just isn't a whole lot inside of these. We'll open this one up. Sometimes that's aluminum, sometimes that's ferrous. It's aluminum in this case. At least we have some gold on there. Keep that for some future gold refining. And there's our board. All right, so this newer one, we have the aluminum, in this case, aluminum shell. Sometimes that's ferrous. We have the motor part here. Here's the reader eye. That's going to go in with shred steel because that's ferrous. We have a little tiny piece of gold-bearing material, really little gold-bearing. We have some more ferrous material and this teeny tiny little board. Now, let's go to a little bit older. This was from 2004, October 2004. It's a DVD-ROM. The board that we'll get from this will still be sold as a CD-ROM board on the Board Sort website. That's going to be ferrous. I can tell because it's got a little rust on it. And you can see we have a nice big board here. Compare that to that. We also have in addition to the wire that you have in here, let's see, is that gold? Yeah, not really. We have a brass spindle, and then we have 1, 2, 3 motors. So if your yard will take those as copper bearing motors or small motors or whatever, you have some opportunity there. I like to pull the brass spindles out. They're not always brass, but frequently they are. And then we have this little bit of low-grade board here. I'll go ahead and pull it. I don't normally pull this little bit of low-grade board off of these drives. I used to when I was going after the motors, but since I'm not going after the motors anymore, it just doesn't really make much sense for me to spend much time getting that low-grade board, but we will for the sake of this video. And we have some number 3 insulated copper wire. All right, we'll set you aside for a minute. And now you are October of 1996. This is back when they were still putting laser warnings on. This is a CD-ROM drive. It's not even a DVD, it's just a CD-ROM drive. Pull the ferrous shell off, and you can see now the board goes across the entire length of the CD-ROM. Nice big board there, well populated, lots of ICs and IC flat packs and caps, and yeah, that's a real nice board there. And we have very obvious gold on some of these wires, some of these connector ends. We have a little more wire here for the motors. And then I'll go ahead and bust this out real quick so that you can see. Normally I would just leave it like this, but here you can see we have the ferrous shell. And while we're at this point, also, you might find discs in these older drives, and those might have some value. An old game that somebody left in there, and you might be able to sell those on Marketplace or one of the other sites to make a little extra money beyond just the scrap value of the CD-ROM. And then the drive part here, and your gold, and we have a little wire for that motor. So again, we have 1, 2, 3 motors that go along with this drive. (1996), 2004, 2009. How fast things have changed in the world of optical drives, and how fast the value has gone down. If you're interested in seeing the kinds of computers that you can scrap to get these various optical drives, well, check out the playlist that's popping up on the screen. The other one is, well, that's what YouTube thinks you want to see. And the big round thing in the middle, that's to help you to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Be safe, everybody.